having a campout in the Clearcut to really show people what's happening to their provincial park system. Here in the Manning Park Skagit complex, we've walked up from our little campsite. We set up some tarps in the middle of the beautiful forest at the Cayuse Flats area right in Manning Park. We had about 20 people come out. We talked about what we need to do to protect our parks. And then we've just hiked 3 kilometers, only 3 kilometers up the little road that starts down there in the park, and we come out here in this fresh logging operation. They're logging this area right now. We talked to a local person who pulled in off the highway and said he's been watching them set this up for the past year, so happy that environmentalists have showed up. He explained they want to log 60,000 cubic meters of wood out of this one little valley in the heart of Manning Park, this Cayuse Valley. 60,000 cubic meters is 2,000 logging truckloads to come out of the heart of the Manning Park Skagit complex. Unbelievable. We have to stop them somehow. And that's what this first group, this first 20 people are here about. We've come up to hike, to see this place. Incredible. Some of the trees over here are over a century old. It means they're just coming in to habitat for spotted owl. That's important because this forest, this former forest that we're standing here, it's sticks and stumps and slash. This is designated a spotted owl management area.
The logging, which is happening right here, right now, is the reason why spotted owls are going down in the province. Only 14 birds left, 4 breeding sites, one of which is right here, and we have government-sanctioned logging. And they're only about halfway done with the logging as we speak right now, and we have got to get this government to stop this right now.
I've been devastated to find out that there's been so few owl sightings in the last few years. When I worked on the project, we were up to, I believe, 56 pairs. That was in 1993. And last year, I think they only found 10 owls on that same recovery project. The only way that we can save the spotted owl from certain extinction in Canada is to save old growth habitat. And there's so little of mature Douglas fir, coastal Douglas fir remaining that it's just critical that we save what's left.
Well, we just had this race against extinction, in particular the spotted owl in the middle of Manning Park. Not the most likely place to have a race against extinction, but lo and behold, there's a little patch in the middle of Manning Park which is being mowed down faster than it's growing, and there was a spotted owl virtually on this site a few years ago, found by the government. And so I was racing, I guess, in memory of that little guy.
It's been great camping here. And the weather has been great too, nice and cool, but the race really warmed us up. It's nice to be in spotted owl habitat. It's terrible to see what's happening here.
Hopefully this raises awareness and people become more aware of it and want to do something too, because it's definitely worth saving, and if we can help out the owls any way we can, then it has to happen, because I don't want them to go extinct. They're a little special, cute little owl, and they deserve to live too.
For myself, I guess I'm not so surprised BC logging practices still leave a lot to be desired, and the practice of redesignating areas that were agreed on in previous land management plans so that it can be logged doesn't seem fair to the public who own this stuff.
I'm joining myself here, basically. Just first camping trip in Canada, and I really appreciate the wonderful, beautiful BC.
Hello there, I'm a tourist from Denmark. Today I came in on a second place, but seeing all the trees knocked down put me a bit down, and I wasn't feeling myself today, so I think that was the reason why I didn't win today. It's not very good for tourists coming to this place, this beautiful place on the planet, and seeing that in between parks the government wants to take the trees down. It's not good, and I don't think it's good for the other tourists or for the country as such. But so, dear Canada, take care of your nature.
We had a lot of fun doing the race against extinction here in the heart of the Manning Park, Skagit Valley area. In this Clearcut, you can't get too serious about these things or you'd go nuts. To think that our government, provincial government, has okayed this, is actually carried this out in spotted owl habitat, and the federal government of Canada has said the sick joke that it's going to wait for the province to protect the spotted owl, and the province has done this. So what is the tree hugger to do but to come out here and have a little fun and try in a jovial way to bring attention to this terrible thing. We're going to head back to camp. We're going to enjoy each other's company, and we're going to return to the big city where we're going to work harder than ever to make sure that this is the last logging that happens in the middle of Manning and Skagit parks, and hopefully we won't be back here against next year in a second race against extinction.